Hi friends, welcome to KM English World. As you know, in the previous period, we have started 1.3, the poem Basketful of Moonlight. You are also told that the poem is actually translated to English from Dogri language. The poem written by Sunil Sharma. Here, a child is requesting to the moon for giving him the moonlight, a basketful or two basketfuls, the seeds of moonlight too, etc. and etc. मित्रांनो, पूर्वीच्या तासिकेमध्ये आपण ही कविता डोगरी भाषेतली मूळ आहे, इंग्लिशमध्ये नंतर ही ट्रान्सलेट झाली. या पोएम मध्ये एक चाइल्ड मूनला रिक्वेस्ट करताय की तुम्ही मला एक बास्केटफुल किंवा दोन बास्केट अशा मूनलाइट द्या, त्यांचे सीड्स द्या वगैरे वगैरे सगळं आपण पॅराफ्रेज मध्ये कालच्या तासिकेमध्ये पाहिलंय. नाउ इट्स टाइम टू गो थ्रू द पोएम लाइन टू लाइन. I will read the poem. Go on page number 18 in your course book. See the line. Follow my pronunciations. First of all, I will read the poem loud, which is called as the model reading. मी अगोदरच्याही तासिकेमध्ये आपल्याला सांगितलंय की शिक्षकाचे उच्चार आपण लक्ष देऊन ऐकत जा, so that you may also follow them and to try to improve your pronunciations too. त्याचा तुम्हाला फायदा होईल टू डेव्हलप द रीडिंग स्किल. तर पाहूया. कम ऑन पेज नंबर 18. I will read it first. Basketful of moonlight. O moon, give me moonlight, basketful or two baskets full with seeds of moonlight. From the city to my village, on the sides of the path, I want to so many small moons of light. The whole village goes to the city daily to work. It becomes dark on its way back, as my village is quite far. The route is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. Neither bus nor car plies. When my father returns home, I am asleep. And he goes back early in the morning while I am sleeping. O moon, give me a basketful of moonlight on lawn. I want to light the dark route so that my father returns early. I too want to hear fairy tales and stories from him. O moon, give me a basketful of moonlight. I want to sow seeds of moon on the sides of the path. This is the poem here written, Sunil Sharma, translated from Dogri. Okay. अशा रीतीने ही पोएम आहे. आपण लेट अस गो थ्रू द पोएम लाइन टू लाइन. O moon, give me moonlight. The total poem is addressed to the moon. The total poem is addressed to the moon. It's appeal to the moon for what? To give moonlight. O moon, give me moonlight, basketful or two baskets full. He wants basket full. That is one or two. He wants one or two baskets full of moonlight with seeds of moonlight. He wants moonlights and seeds too. with seeds of moonlight. O moon, give me moonlight, basketful or 2 basketful full with seeds of moonlight. The child is requesting to the moon to give him basketful or 2 basketful moonlight and the seeds of moonlight. Next stanza. From the city to my village. Here is city and here is village. The child's village is this. He says that the city is from the city to my village. On the sides of the path, I want to sow many small moons of light. This is the road. Suppose this is the road going from village to city, and the child is imagining, he is thinking that he wants to sow the seeds of moonlight by both sides of the road. From the city to my village, the word my, it refers to the child. And while writing in the answer, while it's our turn to write the answer, then we have to change this word into his, third person. From the child to my village, on the sides of the path, that is sides, this is the path, I want to sow, that is planting, sowing, I want to sow many, that is number of, small moons of light. The child wants to plant small moons here for the light, to make the path lighten. Next. The whole village goes to the city daily to work. The child is saying to the moon that the whole village, means the villagers, the people in the village, including his father, all the people, all the villagers go to city. They go to city. The whole village goes to the city daily to work. What do they go for? Villagers city कडे का जातात? They go daily to work. The reason of the villagers going to the city daily is to work. For working, for laboring, for doing jobs, for services and etc. The whole village goes to the city daily to work. All the villagers must go to the city daily. It becomes dark on its way back. And when the villagers complete their work during their day, and when it is time to go back to their village, it becomes dark. The poem is very simple. Yesterday I told you that no unknown words are found here. So simple the poem is. The villagers, when they return back to their village, it becomes dark at the time of night. It becomes dark on its way back, as my village is quite far. The child is saying that his village is quite far from the city. Means the distance in between the city and the village is too long. That's why while going back, it becomes dark automatically to reach to the villagers, to their native. Next. It becomes dark on its way back. On my village is quite far. My village is quite far, that already I told. The route is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. The route is tough. Route, that is this path, this way, this road, it is too tough. That is hard. The road is very hard. It is not only hard, but also full of snakes and scorpions. Right. म्हणजे रस्ता तर कठीण आहेच आहे, त्याचबरोबर तो कठीण असण्याचं दुसरं कारण म्हणजे the road is full of snakes and scorpions. There is possibility of biting of snakes and scorpions to the villagers, including his father, while on the way back to their natives. The route is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. Neither bus nor cart flies. Look how innocent the child is and how innocent his request is to the moon. Assuming that the moon is listening his appeal, his request, the child is requesting to the moon and making him aware that his village is too long from the city, the road is too tough and full of snakes and scorpions, as well as there is no facility of traveling by buses and cars because neither bus nor cart flies. Means on this road there is no facility of traveling by buses and cars. Means the villagers and his father has to go on their foot itself. फक्त पावलानच त्यांना मार्गक्रमण करावं लागतं, बसेस नाहीत, गाडी नाही, अशी एकंदरीत तिथं परिस्थिती आहे. हे ते चाइल्ड मूनला समजून सांगते, त्याच्या लक्षात आणून देतंय, अँड सो रिक्वेस्टिंग फॉर द basketful of moonlight. Next, neither bus nor cart flies. When my father returns home, I am asleep. The next problem of a child is that when his father comes back to the village after finishing his work, it becomes too dark, it becomes too late that the child is sleeping. When my father returns home, I am asleep. Asleep. The word is asleep. That is deep sleep, sound sleep. The child is in sound sleep. Next point. O moon, give me basketful of moonlight on loan. Look how innocent the demand, the request, the imagination of the child is. The child is thinking that it becomes impossible for the moon to give him a basketful or 2 baskets of moonlight on the seeds of moonlight as like borrowing as a present. Then he requests him to give the same on loan. बाळाला जेव्हा असं वाटतं त्याच्या कोवळ्या मनाला की चंद्र आपणाला ह्या गोष्टी मोफत नाही देणार, नाही देऊ शकणार, then he says, request him to give him on loan. Next, to give a basketful of moonlight on loan, I want to light the dark route. Look here, the word is here I refers to child. I want to light this darkened path. I want to make the road shine. I mean he wants to light the dark root. He wants to light the dark root, make it light and bright, so that my father returns early. Why does he want to light the root? Because he thinks that his father is always late due to the darkness on the road. The road is tough. It becomes impossible and difficult for his father to pass the road hurriedly and easily. Number of problems are there. The road is tough, full of snakes and scorpions. And that's why he has to waste too much time on passing the road, on traveling, on going on the road. The child imagines if he lights the road with the small moon and the moonlight, then definitely his father will go fast to his home, to his village, without any difficulty on the roads. He could easily see the road, and that's why he could save his time. He will save his time and reach the home early without wasting time. I want to light the dark route so that my father returns early. I too want to hear fairy tales and stories from him. The word here, the child very nicely says, I too want to hear the tales and stories from him. Because what does the word "to" here indicate? It indicates that his friends, other friends, can listen the stories and tales, but he is unable. Because of the delay and late of his father, that's why he says, I also want to listen the stories and tales by my father. Next, I want to hear fairy tales and stories from him. Let me repeat come back to continue the lines. And he goes back early in the morning while I am sleeping. Here means the child says that when his father comes to home, he is in sleep. When his father departs, again he is in sleep. That like that. And he goes back early in the morning while I am sleeping. Oh moon, give me a basketful of moonlight and Lord, I want to light the dark route so that my father returns early. I too want to hear fairy tales and stories from him. Last stanza. Oh moon, give me basketful of moonlight. That's why I want basketful of moonlight. I want to sow seeds of moon on the sides of the path. Oh moon, give me the basketful or 2 basketful of moonlight, seeds of moonlight, because I want to sow. He wants to sow the moonlight on the both sides of the path to make it easier for his father to come back and also for making up and down from village to city, city to village, to go and to come. So we have completed this poem. मित्रांनो, अशा रीतीने ही पोएम आपण या ठिकाणी संपन्न करत आहोत. मी जसं तुम्हाला नियोजन पोएमच्या बाबतीतच्या अभ्यासाचं सांगितलं की ही पोएम आपण या ठिकाणी आता लाईन टू लाईन संपवलेली आहे. आपण नेक्स्ट पिरियड मध्ये आपण क्वेश्चन वाइज, ऍक्टिव्हिटी वाइज आपण घेणार आहोत. Remember, keep in mind that a poem comes here for 10 marks, 5 marks for comprehension and next 5 marks for appreciation. उद्याला आपण कॉम्प्रेन्शन डोळ्यासमोर ठेवून कॉम्प्रेन्शनच्या रिलेटेड काही क्वेश्चन्स येतील. A1, A2, A3 च्या संदर्भातले जे क्वेश्चन्स असतील ते सगळे आपण सरावासाठी घेणार आहोत. आणि नेक्स्ट नंतर आपण त्याचे ऍप्रिशिएशन सुद्धा पोएमचं सगळं पाहणार आहोत. स्टे होम, स्टे सेफ, बेस्ट ऑफ लक.